To my darling Mama, as you begin your last great journey to join my dear late Papa, I want simply to say this. Thank you. Thank you for your love and devotion to our family and to the family of nations you have served so diligently all these years.
When Queen Elizabeth passed away, there was a flood of formal condolences, expressions of sadness, and memories of her frequent trips to Africa during her 7 decades as monarch, from Kenya and Nigeria to South Africa and Uganda. In Nairobi, at the home of the British High Commissioner, senior Kenyan government figures signed a book of condolences for the Queen. The loss of the Queen is a loss not only to the United Kingdom, but it is also a loss to the Commonwealth and to the world. She had a long life of service and duty. She was an example for the world about how to lead with dignity and with grace, said Rachel Omemo, Kenya's Cabinet Secretary for Foreign Affairs. However, a lot of Africans focused more on the disasters that occurred during the colonial era, especially things that happened during the first 10 years of her rule. Veterans from Zimbabwe said there is little or no cause to mourn the Queen. Upon taking the throne in 1952, Queen Elizabeth II inherited millions of subjects around the world, many of them unwilling. Today, her passing now is clouded by different emotions. Elizabeth's reign saw the hard-won independence of African countries, including Zimbabwe.
Very little or no reason to mourn the Queen, but to hear about the death of the Queen, because she did not die, she did not leave anything that demonstrated respect for people of Zimbabwe, because she died when Zimbabwe was under sanctions. We have been in a bitter war for 15 years. The British and the European Union then orchestrated to demonize the Zimbabwean economy, and the people of Zimbabwe are suffering because of the British. They are responsible of what is happening in Zimbabwe. They are responsible of whatever can be talked about in Zimbabwe, which is negative.
It will be wrong of me to leave this mic without saying to Britain and everybody else who care, we do not mourn the death of a colonizer and a murderer who came and killed our people, and she's wearing proudly a stolen goods on her head. We have nothing to do with the Queen. Lele bolaile batho ba rena ba utswa di minerale tsa mo Africa, ba utswa di minerale tsa all over Africa. Today people tweet, hey we mourn the Queen. But when Helen Zille tweeted and said that not everything is bad about colonialism, you all said Helen Zille is a racist. How can she praise colonialism? By mourning and praising the Queen, you are celebrating colonialism. You are not different from Helen Zille. We were not colonized by the land called Britain. We were colonized by the leadership of Britain that killed our people. So we must not be asked to do wrong things here. We are very clear. The Queen does not represent anything good. Britain has got a lot of gold, yet they don't have a single mine of gold. Those are stolen goods. We must talk about reparation. We must talk about the return of the gold. We must talk about the return of the stolen diamond, and not these other side issues which are not important to us. How can you be oppressed for so many years? After liberation, you've got nothing to show that we have been liberated. You have no land, you have got no bank, you've got no mine. The only thing you have is a hatred of other Africans. It was this Queen who gave us surnames, by the way. This Britain, we did not have surnames. We were calling each other the surnames and the addresses We did not have an address because they move up from year to year according to the season. So today, we are given address, we are given borders, we are given surnames because we must be controlled by a certain nation which we must celebrate. We, as black people, everywhere else we are one thing.
We have seen South Africa join the growing chaos seeking the return of Great Star of Africa, the largest known clear-cut diamond. Also known as Cullinan I, it was cut from the larger gem that was mined in South Africa in 1905, according to a report in CNN. The Great Star was handed over to the British royal family by the colonial rulers of Africa and is currently mounted on a royal scepter belonging to the Queen, the outlet further said. The exact monetary value of the diamond is unclear, though its rarity and history makes it worth a fortune. Many social media users have also launched campaigns demanding the return of several diamonds in the possession of British family to their respective countries. Give your views below concerning this matter.